And oh boy, starting to get cold out here, so I have to finish all of my e-bike and e-scooter videos up quickly. But anyway, what's up, y'all? So today I am on the Turboant X7 Max scooter. This is a scooter that has a normal price of $599, but it does hover around like the $460 price range right now while it's on sale. So this is a scooter that is not going to break the bank. So this has a top speed of 20 miles per hour, which isn't going to be something super fast. The takeoff speed is kind of like basic and normal. So it's not like a speed runner or a road runner, by the way, but it is a scooter that gives you a really good quality scooter for the price. So this does have a 350 watt motor, and then also it will be able to carry up to 275 pounds as far as like rider weight. And as far as the battery, as I dip around this corner, this does have a 36 volt, 10 amp hour battery that does come in at a total of 360 watt hours. And this battery is detachable from the frame. You don't see that on all scooters, but yeah, you can use one of the keys that comes with this scooter to be able to take it off. And then now you can take it inside to charge it, or you can also maybe carry another additional battery with you. Now the company says that the estimated range is 32 miles, which is a pretty nice, decent range. I don't expect to get that myself because I do weigh around 220 pounds and stuff, but you know, still, even if it's like maybe around 25 miles, something like that, that still is a pretty good range for your normal everyday like city riding or trail riding and stuff. Now, it does take around 6 hours to charge the battery, so it's not that long, but yeah, overall, I would say the battery life and the range is pretty good for this price range. And so this does have 10-inch pneumatic tires, so these do have a inner tube inside of them, so these are going to be air-filled. You have a chance of getting a flat with these, but I haven't had that happen to me, so knock on wood, that's not going to happen. But I'm going over some gravel right now, a little bit of grass, and you might hear a little bit of shakiness in my voice, but it's not uncomfortable. That's one of the good things about having these air-filled tires. So I would say for a ride, it's pretty good. I would say the deck size is pretty decent as well. I can put both of my size 12 feet next to each other. They do kind of hang off the side just a little bit. But preferably I will be like riding with one a little bit ahead of the others. And you do have about 5.3 inches of ground clearance. So jumping over a curb like that, you know, again, I'm not going super fast, so it's not super like, you know, super sports X or anything like that, but you have a little bit of clearance to go over curbs and stuff. Now the beep you might have just heard is the cruise control kicking in. So it feels like when I hold down on the thumb throttle for maybe around like 25 seconds or so, the cruise control kicks in. So now I can take my hand off of the handlebars if I wanted to. I don't recommend that, but yeah, I'm not holding down on the throttle, but the scooter is still propelling itself. But at any point, I can press down on the brakes, and I'm dodging branches here, and then now the scooter will go ahead and disengage that cruise control. Now, speaking of handlebars, the grips are pretty nice, and also you do have a pretty basic display that will be showing you your speed and also showing you your battery life. And also we'll be showing you the different riding modes that you are in. And so the scooter does have 3 different riding modes. So the first mode is eco mode that has a top speed of 6 miles per hour. The next will be comfort mode, and that has a top speed of 9 miles per hour. And then the last one will be the sport mode that has a little red S on the screen, and that will be giving you the up to 20 miles per hour top speed. And let's do a speed test, shall we? So starting from a dead stop in 3, 2, 1, boom. All right, so again, as I mentioned before, not a super speedy start, but we are at around 11 miles per hour right now, according to the display here on the scooter. And now we're at 15 miles per hour. And this is a relatively flat little bike path here. Now we're at 17 miles per hour, 18 miles per hour. And then now we're at like 19 miles per hour, and I actually hit 20 miles per hour. This is, of course, according to the display here on the scooter. It does feel like 20 miles per hour though. So again, pretty decent speed for your normal everyday riding. And so yeah, personally, I do want a scooter that can go a little bit faster. You know, I'm thinking around like 25 to 28 miles per hour because I am a speed demon, but you might not need all of that speed. You might want something that has a speed like this. Maybe you have your kids riding, you don't want them to go too fast, or maybe yourself, you just want to kind of cruise around. So the speed is going to be up to you as far as like how much you want. And the scooter does have a dual braking system. So you have a rear disc brake, and then up front you will be finding an electronic brake. So let's go ahead and give the brakes a test right now. All right, yeah, we had a little bit of skidding there, so I like that sound. But yeah, the brakes are not that bad. You know, they're not the best in the world, but because you're not going at a high rate of speed, you don't really need like super robust hydraulic disc brakes or anything. But I do feel comfortable with the braking. And the scooter also does have a brake light on the back, so that will let people know behind you when you are braking, like me before I run into this bar. Oh yeah. And so also you do get some front and rear plastic fenders on the tires for the scooter as well. I forgot to mention that. And up front you will find a 3-watt headlight, and you can turn that on just by pressing the kind of like the menu button here. That's on this little red kind of part of the handlebars that's attached to the power button and also the thumb throttle. Now let's talk about the design of this scooter. So it's a pretty simple, plain looking scooter. Black is going to be the majority color here, but you do have some red going on with like the wires up here at the front, which is very little cables that you have here, and it's actually going to be mostly integrated in the scooter. But yeah, the scooter has a pretty simple look, so I'm actually digging it. And the scooter does have a folding mechanism. The company says it's around 3 seconds. I would say probably around 10 seconds if you're like doing it normally. But yeah, you have this little latch here that you need to undo, and then now you can fold down the stem. But on the stem, you have this little kind of a hook right here that you can use to carry bags and stuff. But you need to put this in this slot that's on the rear fender. Now, one thing I did realize is that I did need to push down on the rear fender to allow for enough clearance for the little hook to go into a slot. And so if you don't do that, you might find yourself just kind of hitting against the top of this little kind of slot here. But once you do that, now you're able to go ahead and lock the scooter in, and then now you can pick it up. And the scooter does weigh 34 pounds, so it's not super heavy, so it's very easy to load up in the back of your car or carry up some stairs. As far as water resistance, this scooter is rated IPX4. Don't leave it out in the rain, but if you do get caught in the rain or a light drizzle, the scooter should be fine. All right, so look, so my final thoughts about this Turboant X7 Max scooter is that this is a pretty solid scooter for around the $500 to $600 price range. The main thing that I want around this price is a scooter that does feel durable, that does feel like it is going to last me a long time, even though I'm not spending a lot of money on it, and that is the case with this scooter. Now, again, it's not a speed demon. Don't expect to go fast on this scooter, but this is a scooter that's good for first-time buyers, or maybe you're getting it for kids and you don't want them to go fast, or just something that you want to leave in your car, and you know, when you do want to go to a park or something and just ride around, it's something that's going to be readily available because of its small footprint and also its lightweight. All right, so anyway, I'll leave a link down below in the description of this video for the latest pricing and where you can pick one up for yourself if you do choose so. Also, give this video a like if you did like it, but like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.